There we go. Welcome, Alexandria.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mark. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited to be here. I came for my first time back in December. So I love seeing some familiar faces. So today we are going to dive into thought leadership. I think someone said that word. I was like, ooh, that. We're going to dive into that today. And we are going to dive into how you can use the stage to transform into a thought leader and authority figure in your industry in 2022. So we're going to be diving into, Danny said the word magic. We're going to feel the magic. We're going to be in a container of possibility. We're going to go to that place, that story, that wisdom that we all have inside of us. We're going to bring that out to play. And like Mark said, we're going to play in what I call the field of possibility. So let's get some energy flowing. If you can't already tell, high energy is my thing. We exchange. Michael's got it. He's been raising the roof every single meeting I've been to. We exchange energy, not only as speakers and thought leaders, but business owners. And we are relating with our clients, prospective clients, our community. We are exchanging energy. So let's raise the energy. Let's get in the chat. How you feeling? Let's drop one feeling word that we're feeling right now when we think about this hour, next 30 minutes we have together of growth, of expanding, of playing a new possibility. How we feeling? Let's get that chat buzzing. Let's get the energy, and then we're going to dive in. Excited, inspired, feeling amazing, excited, curious, energized, curious, beautiful. These are amazing feeling words. So that is a great intention right here. I want to set an intention for all of us to just be present, soak in what we're going to dive into today. If you have a notebook handy, every time I teach this stuff, you're going to get some type of creative download. You're going to hear something that might spark something within you. So make sure you have that notebook handy. I actually do have a little worksheet for you. I'll make sure to just take notes for now. And if you want to translate that to the worksheet I have for you, I'll send that out. And then the slides that I do share today, you will absolutely get a copy of those. But again, make sure you're just taking notes of whatever comes through. Pumped, curious, beautiful. Okay, so who speaks on stage? Let me just see a show of hands. You can just raise your hand. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Mark's like, maybe kinda. Okay, well, we're just gonna get right to it. I'm gonna drop some bombs for you. Who speaks to clients every day for the most part? I would say everyone's hands raised. Who does their intro when they come here? Everyone? Yeah, okay. So breaking news, you're all speakers. You're already speakers. So we're just going to get right to it. We communicate as entrepreneurs. We are constantly in communication with our current clients, prospective clients, our community. The way that I see it, your business is already a stage. And that is incredible because now we get to amplify that, right? We get to really use that platform to maximize our credibility, our authority, our legitimacy. So I don't care if some of you are like, Alex, I'm not going near that stage with a 10-foot pole. You don't have to go to that one that you might have in your mind with the microphone and the lights and all the things. I know I have a couple keynote speakers in here. We're going to bring that down to earth, make it real and tangible. And I'm really going to invite you into seeing your business, seeing everything as a stage, and really how we can maximize that in the new year. So this presentation is going to be 2 parts. Number 1, I like to set the stage for you. I like to plant the soil so you can really feel the impact of what is possible when you step onto stage as an entrepreneur. And then from there, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to walk you through 3 simple steps. This is practical wisdom. This is tangible action steps of how you can put all of this into motion in your business. So with that, I really believe that we are in a time where there is an unlimited amount of voices all trying to speak at once, right? And social media makes it louder and louder and louder. The waters, it's shark infested. The markets are getting more and more competitive. The pandemic, I think there was a lot of great things that came from the pandemic. More people started businesses. More people started podcasts. I think podcasts were like at an all-time high in 2020. It was crazy. Now we're in this like great resignation. People are waking up and going, oh, snap. I want to do what I want to do. I want to follow my dreams. I want to be, the leader of my life. And we're seeing incredible shifts. But with that, right, there's lower barriers to entry now. Everyone can get into the market. Anyone can start a blog, a podcast, a business for the most part. So the question is, how do we stand out? How do we stand out to our market? How do we get right in front of the people that we dream of serving? We go to bed every night and we dream of these people. The people that are in debt, I just want to help them. The people that have delinquency, derogatory notes on their credit, I just want to help them. The people that have all these ideas for promotional products, I just want to help them, right? These people that you dream of serving, how do we cut right through the noise and get center stage in front of their lives? And how do we inspire them to say yes to us, not the 400 trillion other options that we have? And I believe it's the stage. I have tried all the things in business. I imagine a lot of you have tried all the things in business. And you know, it's interesting. I just keep getting pulled back to the stage, back to sharing my story, back to sharing my wisdom, back to what matters most in business. That's why I love the stage. It incorporates the magic of what business is. All business is relationship. We all know that. We're in a freaking virtual networking group. You guys come here pretty much every week. Business is about heart. It is about connection. It is about relating. It is about trust. And guess what? That stage has all of those ingredients built in. So as I was trying all the things, and I mean, there was one point in my business where I felt like I was climbing uphill barefoot with a boulder on my back. I'm like, why does this have to be so difficult? How can I get in flow in my business? How can I stop chasing people and they start chasing me, right? Like how good would that feel? Who wants to be chased by all their dream clients? Yeah, good problem to have. We have a prospective client right now. He's in this bottleneck where he has so much demand that he needs to, hire the next round of people. And I'm like, my God, what a great problem to have. Like, I want everyone to have that problem. I have so many clients that I need to pause on you right now and go hire more people to serve you. And I really believe the stage makes that a reality. It makes it possible. So another quick question, let's get in the chat. If you want to reflect the past year, 2 years, what are the top either 1 or 2 ways that you grow your business? I want to see it in the chat. The top 1 or 2 ways that you grow your business. So you can reflect the past couple of months, the past 1 to 2 years. Awesome. Referrals and website, visibility, connections, social media and Google search, virtual networking, LinkedIn, email referrals, networking, referrals. So I'd say about 9 networking groups, social, building relationships, network. Oh my God. You see this theme here? Do you know what the theme, the thread that connects all of this is? The human connection. I knew referrals was going to be a big one here. Referrals, networking, relationships, connecting with people, right? This is how you grow a business, right? Oh my goodness, every time I try digital advertising, Facebook ads, hey, I imagine it works for some people, not this girl. I think the forces, they just work against me because I'm not meant to grow my purpose and my business in that way. It takes away for us the connection. It takes away I always like to say, just get me in the room. Just get me in the room and I'll take it from there. It takes away that magic. And every time I go to virtual networking groups, I'm in the room, I'm on the stage, everything becomes possible for me. So everything that everyone just shared, the stage amplifies that. It like pulls it apart, it expands it. And at the same time, it plops you on a platform of credibility, authority, and legitimacy. And these 3 ingredients are going to be the most important that they've ever been in business as the market gets more and more competitive, because we want to be creating an environment within our business that make people go, I believe in this, right? I believe in this. Do you know that feeling that evokes in someone? That is 2 hearts colliding, right? I believe in that world. I believe in this. Number 2, I trust you. That I know a lot of you experience that trust with referrals, right? Trust is the foundation of transacting financially, emotionally, and energetically, right? I'm not going to date someone that I can't trust. I'm not going to hang out with a friend that I can't trust. I'm sure as hell not going to buy from someone that I cannot trust. So we want, I believe in this. I trust you. This is legit. My website guys in here, you guys help people look legit, right? I think about my website. When people go to my website, they're like, who's this girl? What's Purpose Pioneers? This is legit. Like, what is this? Why did I not know about this? What's going on here? That legitimacy creates you see this, the leaning in, the pull. I want to know more. And the last is, I'm inspired to take action. And I use that word inspired because I don't want my clients, my prospective clients, my dream clients to just take action with me. I want them to feel inspired. I want them to have a full body yes to me. I want them to be excited to be spending this money that they're investing with us on themselves. I don't just want a transaction. I want like a transformational transaction, because that right there creates customer loyalty. And that's where your referrals come from too, right? You see how this stage is this breeding ground for the connection, the relatability, the referrals, the magnetism, I like to call it. So to me, that is really the state of the stage and where we are at today. And I know only a couple of you raised your hand. Mark gave me like a half hand raise of you speak on stage, but I want you to completely rewrite how you see the stage. And after today, I want you to look at every moment of interaction with people in your business. That is a stage moment. Calls, when you're connecting at virtual networking groups, my goodness, literally before I went on, you all were speaking on a stage, talking about yourself, talking about what you love. You just did a mini talk on a stage. Newsflash, all speakers already, right? So we're going to dive into 3 simple steps. I like to make this simple and tangible and practical for you. I also like to show you that you have a lot of assets, speaker and thought leader assets already on the table for you, and you might not know about it. So we're going to put what you got to work. We're going to invite you into that possibility that comes with your stage. So let me share my screen. Give me 1 sec. All right. And you are going to get this. I'll make sure to I'll send this to Mark and Lorraine. I'll make sure to pop the PDF of this in the chat. So just follow along, stay present, and make sure you're just taking those notes of whatever's coming through for you, because at the end of the day, we all have a story, we all have a message, and we all have in the arena wisdom to share with our people. And that's what the stage brings out for you. So step number 1 is share your wisdom. This I have found time and time again that this is the first little baby step of how you can start accessing your inner thought leader and speaking like a thought leader, right? We're making that shift. None of you in here, at least on my watch, you're not entrepreneurs running a business. That's so last year. That's so 2021. You're thought leaders furthering a movement. You feel that shift, that, right? It even sounds different when it comes out of me. It's the shift of taking people deeper with what you do and really incorporating the why behind it. So thought leaders, they don't share knowledge, they share wisdom, right? And you might think, well, Alex, you're giving me 3 simple steps. You got a worksheet for me. That's not knowledge. I don't think it is. It's wisdom from my in the arena experience, where I've been, the wisdom I've cultivated, and I've packaged it up in a way that is simple for you, because wisdom dives into the complex and makes it simple. Has anyone ever explained what you do to someone and you just saw the kind of like perplexed look? They're like smiling. They're like, what? Anyone? Oh my God, me a million times, right? Or maybe you explain something or you got on a call with someone. They're like, yeah, like I'll call you back. Like, eh. There could be a variety of reasons, but oftentimes people are confused, and confused minds don't buy, and they do not buy into. So wisdom, I've seen this with myself, with the speakers that we work with. Wisdom makes all the complexity, the knowledge, the information, which is, my goodness, it's abundant. You can become an expert at anything by going in a YouTube wormhole for 24 hours. You come out, you're like, well, I'm an expert at crypto now. I'm an expert at knitting things. I mean, you can become an expert at anything overnight with the tools that we have access to now. It's remarkable. However, we have to make it simple for our people to say, I believe in this. I trust you. This is legit. And I want to take action with you. I'm inspired. So your wisdom invites your people to drop out of their head and into their heart. And call me crazy. I just believe we're in a time where people are yearning for simple. Right? Amazon, Google, love these tools. But when I have so many options, what happens? I get paralyzed in a decision. I don't know what to choose. I'm at a point where I'm like, please, anyone give me a reason. If I'm looking for pens and I have 30 options, if there was a pen that said, we are the pen for the thought leader furthering movements, I would be like, oh my God, that's the pen for me. Our wisdom makes things simple, which then makes it easy for people to connect with us, relate to us, and want to buy from us. So this is a very simple, fun way to start speaking like a thought leader. So we're going to have some fun with it. We're going to do this right now because there's no better time to put this into motion than right now. So you're going to craft 2 pieces of simple wisdom. It's going to be 10 words or less. So that wisdom, really, it goes beyond right and wrong. It goes beyond judgment, opinion. It goes beyond knowledge and information. It takes people to that heart space, right? It takes them to that resonance. It reminds people, I knew that could be true, but I've forgotten. And you just told me it could be. And 10 words or less keeps us simple. So I'll give you a couple examples so you know what this looks like. And then I want you thinking, think of the heart of your business. Think about why you did this. Think about the impact that you have, your work has on people. We're going to go to that place. So here's a couple of mine. We don't run businesses. We further movements. That one, oh, my people love that one. Here's another one that I say a lot. Wisdom is simple. Here's another one. Be the message you want to hear. So there's some examples. I want everyone to craft out 2 pieces of wisdom. Think about the heart of your work, the heart of your business. Take me to that place. Take me there. And let's get in the chat. I'm going to unshare my screen so I can pull up the chat. Oh, uh-oh. Here we go. Now we're talking. Live out of your imagination instead of out of your memory. That, right? You're not talking about what you do. I don't even know what your freaking business is yet because it doesn't matter. This is what creates that gravitational pull, right? People go, hold on, what is that? It reawakens a place in someone's heart. And we need that heart. We need that connection and that first interaction for people to eventually be walked down, the customer journey. Keep an open mind. Beautiful. Business owners should be working on their business, not in their business. Beautiful. Live your retirement life today. Oh, that's a good one, right? I immediately am thinking, I'm thinking of probably a lot of Florida guys in like a Tommy Bahama in their convertible, just driving in the Florida sun, got nothing to worry about. And you're telling me I can live that today? Beautiful. We don't just write software, we empower business owners. Beautiful. Ensure your students' college choice is based on a solid foundation. Amazing. Another one for that, Alan, could be, something like experience that the college experience you've always dreamed of, right? Like for me, I had a dream of what my college experience was going to be like. And my dad wanted that dream for me. So just another idea for you. Live out your dream instead of being held captive by the details. This is amazing. Work smarter, not harder. Yes, we turn today's sales rep into tomorrow's sales leader. Show the world your story with design. Danny, I also want you doing a little simple wisdom with the word magic in it. You get it. Art design is magical. So just to supercharge, You have the freedom and power to create the lifestyle you desire. Amazing. This right here, this is a simple way that you can start communicating and showing up, not just like an entrepreneur, not just in here. This is what I do. This is the benefits. Trust me, they need that, but not yet. This is how we drop into that heart space and create that magnetism about us. It's how we drop our community, our clients to that deeper place. So just some nuggets on what you can do with this. I don't know where all of you host your community. If you're active on Instagram, Facebook, a newsletter, share a simple piece of wisdom. You know who does this beautifully? Does anyone know Simon Sinek? I can't see everyone, but does anyone know? Yeah, okay, I'm seeing a couple head nods. He does this beautifully in his newsletter. Sometimes he will literally just send a piece of wisdom and that's it. It's profound. It creates intrigue. It creates almost mystery. It's like, hold on, you're not just trying to sell me something. You want to invite me to that deeper place. And then it almost makes me want to go, all right, what you got going on? Tell me more. The intrigue. All right, beautiful. Let's keep flowing. Step number 2, one of my favorites, create a stage in your business. So you want to create a stage-like environment everywhere you go, right? Because now we know you're a speaker, whether you like it or not, because you're communicating every single day in efforts to inspire someone to say yes, right? I want someone to come get headshots with me. I want to sell my amazing wellness things that are going to make me feel better and look better. I want someone to say yes to my software design, right? You're all communicating in efforts to inspire someone to say yes. So why not bring the stage with you? Because when you bring the stage with you, this is how you stay on a platform of credibility, authority, and legitimacy. We don't want to leave those guys hanging in the background. These 3, they got our back. They're like, hey, please bring us to the meeting. Credibility and authority and legitimacy are like three little mice. And they're like, hi, please bring me with you. I would love to help you out. I'd love to make this meeting go swimmingly for you. And we can do that by thinking stage. So here's some great examples. The next Palm Beach networking meeting that you come to, don't look at that 60, 1 to 2 minute intro as just an intro. Look at it as, this is my stage and I have 2 minutes to say something that makes people believe in my message, in my movement. They see me as legit AF and they're inspired to take action with me. Next time you come here, look at that moment as your stage moment and see if there's any shifts within you. See if you feel different. Go back and go, did I say something different? Did I show up different? Did I get a different response within the people here? So let's think right now, just jot this down. I'll give you some ideas. What's one stage you can create in your business with your already existing clients and community? We don't even have to think something new. Think about your current community, your current clients. What's one stage you can create? So for example, right now, we are adopting a new community platform. I'm like, Facebook is great. I use it. I love it. It's a remarkable tool, but I want to be in a distraction-free environment where I can focus on the transformation at hand. I can be really on my own stage for my people. So we're inviting people to this amazing community platform we're using, and the stage-like environments that I'm going to create. I'm going to do a Q&A call every month, like an expert Q&A call where people can come ask me questions about the stage, their message, what this looks like to start doing this, like get real insight from someone in this arena, right? So webinars is a great example, a newsletter. These are stages, peeps. I know it might not seem that way, but it's all the way we look at it. And if we start to look at everything as a stage, your magnet is going to get charged. We're all little magnets. Some magnets are hurting. They're just like, like they're not doing the trick. We got to be engaging in magnet charging activities. So let me pop into the chat. I would love to hear, what is one stage that you can create? Let's just think the next 30 days. Don't think that you have to create something new and get all this stuff created. Just really think, how can I maximize my current assets and my current community? Amazing. Facebook group summit. Oh, live events. Yes. Virtual or live events. VIP customer Facebook group. Yes. Okay. This is a great idea for all of you. Your current clients, if you're usually in one-on-one engagements with them, bring them all together. Do you know how valuable that is when your clients are in a community where they can receive value from other people going through the same thing as them? They can share resources, they can get inspired. And what happens when people feel like they're a part of the community? They want more people like them to be a part of the community, which means referrals. They're telling all their friends about it. Our business is growing. Telegram chat, social event, my neighborhood Facebook page, Zoom meeting, live events. Yes. Networking groups, speaking engagements, podcasts. Create an IRA contribution info call before tax day. Literally genius. Yes. Right. So that's such a good idea. For all of you, think about milestones, and maybe that's not the right word. You think about important deadlines and dates and events in your business, and do some type of stage-like experience prior to that, right? So for people, an accountant, tax season's a pretty big season for their business. So doing an expert Q&A call, a tax preparation call, right? Be on that stage, build your credibility, authority, legitimacy instantly. Office party. I like that one. I'll go to that one.
We're not in the office anymore. That's the only thing I miss. But we used to have an annual party and, invite all our clients in. Yes. And it was just nice because we weren't talking business. We were just getting to know each other a little bit better. And it was nice to have clients talk to each other.
Yes.
Exactly what you're saying is true. I mean,
they got to talk to each other. They got to come together, because when the client community comes together, the magnet is charging. And guess what? It's almost charging with us like this back here. It's like we start to see it grow right before our eyes without us having to do everything. So that Mark, really, that's a great example. Your stage-like environments, they can be in that, expert role. And they can also just be in that community relationship role as well, like the parties, like hey, let's not talk about business, let's just connect. Because it's in those moments where your people get to know you on a deep level, and trust builds, and trust is the foundation of transaction. Are we seeing how this is all woo, it's all connected. All right, beautiful. Let's keep flowing here. We're on perfect time. We have one last step here. Leverage local, right? So we now know, number one, speak your wisdom, how to start communicating like a thought leader, how to not just talk about what I do, here's the benefits, here's my products, but first take people to that deep place of resonance, reawakening a place in their heart that's been dormant, taking people to that possibility. Number two, creating a stage-like environment with the assets you already have. So you can bring the three little homies with you: credibility, authority, and legitimacy. Don't leave them behind. Now, to really maximize this, if you're like, I'm ready to go, I want to speak on some type of stage, give it to me, Alex. You want to go local, because there are gems of speaking opportunity right in your backyard. And we now have two backyards. We have our actual backyard and we have our virtual backyard. So now we got two to work with. So I'm going to give you some examples. Here's in person. So I want you thinking with where you're at right now. I know a lot of you are in West Palm. Chambers of Commerce. I guarantee you there's a West Palm Chamber of Commerce. I haven't even looked it up, but I bet you that's the name of it.
There's a bunch.
Yeah, there's a ton. Networking groups. We're in one right now. And I know there's so many across Florida, and they have in-person events. Leadership groups. Shout out to Dean Morrison. The last time I was here, he actually connected me with someone who runs a women in leadership group in Tampa, right? Nice. So leadership groups for women in business, finance. I know we got a lot of people in here that fall under that finance category, the money category. Professional associations, the Association of Software Developers, that exists. Association of HR Professionals. So think for every industry, there is a professional association for it. 9 times out of 10, there's going to be local chapters right in your backyard. Here's a fun one. For anyone, I mean, you're all getting comfortable with pitching yourselves every week. 1 million cups. This was the heyday for me. I pitched at 1 million cups like an ungodly amount of times, probably like 20 times. I did like a tour across the world in Florida, Colorado. You get to get up, pitch your company in like a beautiful 10 to 12 minute talk format. And then you get feedback, get connections. I actually landed my very first huge 5-figure corporate contract from a 1 million cups, 11-minute pitch. So look up 1 million cups in Florida, check it out. If you already pitch yourselves every week here, trust me, you're ready for that. And it's a breeding ground for connection, clients, possibility. Last one here, if you want to just start like, all right, I'm not quite ready for that, but I want to do this stage thing, podcasts. This is actually a big part of the start of my speaking career. I spoke on about 30 podcasts, leadership podcasts, culture, business, entrepreneurship. Why podcast is amazing? It's just free flowing conversation. So if you want to build your confidence, if you want to just try out new things of how you want to communicate and talk about your business, book a podcast. Every single one of you here, there is a podcast for your industry. There are photography podcasts. There are software design podcasts. There are finance podcasts, which collections would fall under that. Credit would fall under that. Accountant taxing things would fall under that. There is a podcast for everything. And guess what? Podcasts don't exist without incredible speakers to interview. So you're in demand. They need you. They want you. Virtual networking groups. And then, of course, for everyone who is thinking about a Facebook group, get your butt on Facebook Live, turn your brain off, click the button, and just start talking. It's great practice, and you never know who that message is going to reach. Beautiful. Let me just check the chat. Oh, we got one more, just a little quick inspired action, and then we will close out for the day. So I want you to think of one local stage that is ideal for your business. Wellness podcast for Jess. Oh my God, there's tons of those. I've actually applied to speak at a promotional products conference. My God, there is a stage for all of you, and there is an abundant amount of stages. So I'd love to hear in the chat, what's one local stage that's ideal for your business? Is there a certain group? Is maybe you just looked up if there's a 1 million cups near you? Is there a networking group outside of this one that you want to go check out? Let's just get the gears turning here. What's one stage that could be ideal for you? I'm going to check the chat. Awesome. Palm Beach Elite Networking. Hey, I know they're looking for great speakers. So beautiful. Danny, Palm City Chamber of Commerce. Get connected with your local Chamber of Commerce, please. Oh my goodness. Wealth of information, wealth of connections. And I know for a fact, 80% of chambers are usually looking for incredible outside speakers. Doctors' offices and small practices. I'm going to supercharge that one for you, Joe. And for everyone here, offer to do a free lunch and learn for offices and small practices. Say, hey, give me 60 minutes. I'll do it for free. Let me come blow your mind. Add some value. Works. Really great stage strategy. Meetup groups. Check out meetup.com. It is thebomb.com. Love Meetup. I actually found Palm Beach on Meetup. So yay.
Nice.
Beautiful. Well, I'm going to wrap up here. I am going to stay some extra time. If anyone wants to hang out, ask questions. I have extra time scheduled to hang out with all of you. So I always like to end all of my stage environments and talks with one little nugget. This is one of my simple pieces of wisdom. This is actually what I took the TEDx stage with. If you want to go check it out, you can just type in either this quote or my name in TEDx and YouTube. If anything inspired you today, if there was just one little glimmer of thinking differently, possibility, feeling excited in your body, I want to leave you with one last nugget, that things don't take time, they take courage. It doesn't take time to bring all the clients together. It doesn't take time to get you booked on that podcast. Also, those are the easiest to book. You could book one in probably a week flat. Just know it takes present moment courage, believing in yourself, and just taking that one next step towards unlocking that next level for you. So thank you, everyone. This was so much fun. I'm feeling jazzed. I will be here to answer any questions. Please make sure to connect with me. This is going to be in the note or the PDF that I'm going to pop into the chat. And I'll put it in the chat right now so you can check it out. But I would love for anyone who wants to speak on stage, you really want to step into this, I would love to have you in our community. And I have a little special gift for everyone. We have a Book Stages mini course where I actually walk you through our entire strategy of how to find stages, get booked, and craft a message that inspires people to action. And then, of course, you can connect with me on LinkedIn and check out what we do at Purpose Pioneers. So thank you all so much.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was really great. And I got a bunch out of that, but I'll let everybody
Really
else.
stoked to hear.
Yeah, everybody turn off your mute. It's fine. Just jump in and let's chat a little bit. But I got to tell you, Mike Feiger and I were talking just yesterday about, is he still here?
Yes.
Where are you?
I'm right here.
Oh, there you are. You're right there. Everybody shuffled on me. Mike and I worked very hard. I mean, he did most of the work on this book cover that we did, but it took a lot of work together, a lot of back and forth. It wasn't always the funnest job in the world, but we got through and we both learned a bunch. And we were just talking yesterday about doing a quick little 5-7 minute interview video just to share on social media, of him asking me a couple of questions about the process and what worked out and so on and so forth. And that little back and forth interview process, those seem to work a lot better for some people to click on and actually watch than a person's PowerPoint, for example. So we're going to try doing a couple of those. And I guess the one thing is that goes along with what Alexandria says about having the courage is, it's okay if you don't do it perfect the first time. You learn. I didn't do this well the first time, and in fact, I still screw up regularly. Like the fact that I forgot to turn on the recording when I did Alexandria's intro. But you got to just kind of laugh off the fails and learn from it and move forward. People are going to watch the video one time. They're not going to come back. They're not going to say, oh, I got to watch that again, unless it's really super, super duper. But, we're all so busy and all getting so flooded with videos to watch that I think a lot of people never make it out of the starting gate because they start thinking it through too hard,
They're stuck in here. And to me, the stage, wisdom, thought leadership, it gets people out of here and into your heart. And that is where the real decisions and commitments come from. When we make it from the heart space, that's the customer loyalty, the referrals. I really think we're in this turning point in the world and in the business that we need more heart. It's been missing. We need that to be on the front lines, and sharing your story, which we all have one, and our message is one of the easiest ways to start doing that. So really great reflections there, Mark. I'm excited.
Yeah, I have some feedback. Let me tell you something. You are a rock star. I'm not saying this to pump you up, but you're like the female Anthony Robbins. I mean, I feel it. I mean, you
Nice.
are amazing. I mean, there's no death by PowerPoint. You are so natural at it. You found your gift. Keep it and keep using it. You are helping. You're going to be helping a lot of people. Let me tell you.
I'm very inspired by that last. Things don't take time; they take courage. That's everything. When we started this networking group like 3 years ago, I was the little mouse that sat in the corner. And I took people's money because this was live. We would offer you food with our speaker. So back in the day, and but I was very much like, don't talk to me, don't look at me. I'm just Mark's wife. Don't just, and I've learned doing this Zoom meetings, really, that we're all in this together. It's really not any more than that. It's like everybody has to do a little something for everybody else, and this is what Mark and James and I do, is we give this platform to people to, be able to boost our business, to boost your business, to boost your confidence, to make you feel better, so that when you do go out to those in-person events, maybe you've practiced your shtick enough on here that you got it when you get out there, and you're nailing it every time. And that's a part of what we're doing here, is just like every other day in everyone's life, we're practicing, trying to get it better, trying to get through the day, make tomorrow a better day. So I really appreciate your talk, and I think it was just inspiring. I'm inspired. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. You will love my TED Talk then. So I'm going to pop that. If you love the things don't take time, they take courage. I did a whole 18-minute talk on it, and I just dive into how that philosophy has actually been demonstrated throughout human history. So check it out. I'll pop the link in the chat for everyone. That philosophy, it took root in my soul, and it made me realize that we really can be who we want to be and do what we want to do, like right now. We don't, to your point, Lori, we don't have to have everything figured out. It doesn't have to be perfect. No one's looking for perfect. They're looking for real, right? That authenticity. And, every time I do a talk, it's always going to be a little bit different. I trust, and I just let it flow. And that's what I love about thought leadership and speaking. All of you, whether you consider yourself a speaker or not, you are a divine vessel for your message and your wisdom. You've all been through shit. You've been through things. And that is what people want. And to connect that to business, my God, it's like, that's the magnetism. That's the, like, I feel like, that those comments of like, I feel that I want to be a part of that. I believe that's possible for all of us when we start thinking in that, different way. So.
It's so true. Lorraine knows this, and James too. I'm working with our marketing guy, Jeff, and he's not here today. And we're trying to put together a webinar, and he's a wonderful writer, but he doesn't write the way I speak. And I'm fighting with him, not fighting, but I'm fighting with it, because he wants me to read the script as it's written. And I'm reading it and I don't believe it myself. I watch the video and I'm like, nah, I'm reading the script, and we're having this back and forth of like, you need to let me just be me. And, so we're kind of trying to find some middle ground where he's comfortable in getting the right message across, but I don't want to read it word for word, because you can tell I'm reading,
Yeah.
Can I add to that? There's a new style of writing, and it's called conversational writing. Write like you would in a Skype chat. That's the way you should be talking to people on a regular basis. So whatever he's doing, you can convert it to you got to find a writer who can write in a style that's conversational, that's chat based, because this corporate chat, this corporate writing doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't. And it's like, I've been working on this project for 3 months now, and every time I run it, I listen to it all the way through, and I'm like, the message is good, what I'm saying is right, but no business owner is going to sit through this for 30 minutes. Nobody, because it sounds canned.
Yeah. Right. And that's heady, right? And what I'm hearing you say is like, it doesn't have me in it, which is the heart. That's the heart and soul. People, like, again, like I was saying, we can become an expert in anything using YouTube and the internet. I really think we're in this shift of people don't want more information and headiness. They want the heart. They want the wisdom. They want the, I call it in the arena. Like, you've all experienced stuff. Go share that with your people. Tell them where you've been and the wisdom you've cultivated. And that's how we keep that heart beating within all of our offers and things like that. It's like the soil of knowledge.
You know how you talk about your motorcycle experience and all your love for your planes? That and your aircrafts, that is who you are. That's the conversational speed and style
And it's
that he should be writing for you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So Mark,
it's the passion.
a couple suggestions. So I've been following a sales trainer for 20 years. His name is Eric Lofholm, and Eric firmly believes in scripting, but then break it down. It's writing the script out so you know the parts and pieces, but it's taking it internally to what is your message and how your message. And one of his mentors is a gentleman by the name of Dr. Donald Moyne, who has written a number of books on NLP and scripting. And they're all over the internet, and if you want, I can send you some links. But it's taking that knowledge, which for 35 years in business,
Right,
and just sort of putting it out there in a way that brings forth your credibility and that brings the trust to you. But there's some, as everybody else said, there's some middle ground here of taking the script but converting it into who you are. And maybe 30 minutes is probably way too long. Nobody's gonna listen to unless you're
it's too much. It's
entertainer.
And therein lies part of the problem as well. There's a lot of things to say and nobody's really got all the time for it. So there's a couple of different things that I'm working through, but one of the important parts is that like what Mike says, it needs to sound conversational, it needs to come from the heart. And if the script says do not, I normally don't speak like that. I normally say don't. So there's little things that I'm at this point, I'm just taking overrides because I'm the customer and I'm doing what I want. But because I know how I speak to people, my hands move, my face moves, I have expressions, I'm emotional, I might even touch you on the shoulder while we're talking, so those are things that make me. And we're not selling to 1 million people. We're a software boutique. We have 4, 5, 6 projects running at a time, and then I close the doors so we make sure everybody has the right amount of attention and we have the right amount of resources and things. So I'm not looking to sell the whole world. And I think that piece of information is getting lost in the shuffle, in defining who I want to speak to and how I want to speak to them. So
and the other piece is maybe just break it up. Break it up into 5 or 10 minute segments, and and somebody gets through that. I want more, and send them the next video and the next video.
And I think that's the right way to do it, because I like everybody's saying, there's so much going on now on social media that I'll be honest with you, I didn't even post anything social from December 15th to January 15th, except, hey, Merry Christmas and that kind of stuff, because nobody's interested, nobody cares, and it's just more spam, but now it's time to get back to work, so trying to do something different.
Sounds good.
All right.
I'd like to say, if you enjoyed this conversation, click on that YouTube link, like, comment, and share. Help Alexandra. She's at 633 now. Let's get that up. Let's send it to the roof.
I do have a goal. It's on my vision board for 2022. I want to get to 100,000 views on my TEDx talk, because I know when it has that many, it's reaching people. They're feeling it. They're getting inspired. So if you feel inspired after you watch the talk, a comment, that'll absolutely help. And if this could be valuable to your people, share it. It is there. That wisdom is there to get as many humans as possible. And I'm coming out with the book, so I'll keep you posted.
Awesome. I just liked it.
Awesome.
So we'll watch it tonight after dinner, I'll bet.
Yeah, check it. Lori, you're Lorraine, you're gonna love it.
I just put it up, and that's what you could hear is the commercial at the beginning.
Oh, you're good. Awesome. Well, again, all of my contact information is in the chat. Make sure to connect with me. Let's stay connected. I'll attend. I'll make sure I'm coming back anytime that I'm available, so I can stay connected to all you amazing humans.
We would love to have you again anytime, really.
Where are you at, Alexandria? Are you around here?
So I'm actually in Miami Shores area.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm traveling a bit in 2022, my boyfriend and I, but we're really loving South Florida. So I imagine we're probably going to end up back here once we want to settle down. So
I grew up in Miami from the time I was 3 years old, and then Lorraine and I moved up to Palm Beach when we had Spencer. because we didn't want them to walk through schools with bars on the doors and stuff. You
And
know?
look,
Yeah.
But yeah, I grew up in West Kendall, so yeah,
Yeah.
I know the area very much.
Love this area. Love South Florida vibes. It's really awesome.
Well, now we're up in Wellington, and
Conversation.
it's we love it up here. It's still small town. There's people on
hopefully we
horseback.
get to see you at a happy hour sometime. That would be great. Now,
Yeah.
we are doing live happy hours, and I do have 2 meetings scheduled, 2 more Zoom meetings for this month. I have a breakout meeting and a speed meeting.
Yeah, let's do them, and then we'll make.
You know,
an
we're
announcement.
discussing about whether or not we want to continue this, because our lunch, we get a good attendance, but our other meetings were kind of dropping off. I think more people are meeting in person, and it's kind of a time consuming thing for us. So,
Yeah.
you know, we'll probably do next week's meeting. We'll let you know if we don't, but we will do a live happy hour the following meeting or the following week. And
Yeah,
then
let's
next
see.
week we'll come back for a lunch, and we have someone scheduled, but who is it? Can you remember?
I don't remember.
I got it written down somewhere.
No, but you know what? I'm gonna put I'll put a little survey up on LinkedIn in our group, and let's ask people what they want. You know, if they're still up for 4 meetings a week. We never were until the pandemic. We were always 2, but then when the pandemic started, we started doing 4 a week, and it
4 a month.
4 a month. I'm sorry.
Fewer
I'm
people, okay.
just testing. But no, but so I'll put a poll up, and you know, we'll see. We'll go with the majority. If everybody wants to still do it 4 times a month, I'm sorry, you got to show up, and then we'll do it. But it's a lot of work for us, and you know, if we're not going to do it, I get it. We'll go back to, you know,
To me, this is a lot more fun. I'd rather do this once a month than get 20 people who are engaged,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and do, you know, 3 times a month when I get 8 people who are just kind of sort of here because they're in between.
But now
points.
after this discussion, we're talking about getting rid of our stage for 2 weeks out of the month. So let's think about it. I'll send out a survey, and you know, hopefully everybody answers the survey, and we'll figure out what the group wants to do.
In the
So-
meantime, I'm going to say goodbye because I'm getting my little weird vertigo thing here again because I'm looking at all of you on my screen. But thank you so much, Alexandria. Loved your presentation. Look forward to seeing you again.
Yep.
Thanks to everybody who came today. And I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. And I hope we see you next week. If not, hopefully we'll see you at happy hour or March, first Thursday in March, we'll do another lunch. Okay. So
Perfect.
have fun, everybody. We'll see y'all
All
later.
right, yeah, I'm gonna kill the meeting. Okay, so everybody have a great week, great weekend. We will see you next week.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks
Bye-bye.
again, Alexandria.
Bye.
Alexandria,
Thank
call
you.
me. I have a question for you.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect. Bye.
Bye-bye.